All right, welcome back to another episode of the Tasting Through Time podcast. Today, Julian's taking the history for us, and I think you're going to like it. I think everybody's going to like it.
I hope so. You know what we're doing?
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if you didn't.
Animal crackers.
Yeah. You a big animal cracker guy?
I actually am a big, and I have like a crazy animal cracker thing that I like to do. So stay tuned for whenever I slide that into the episode.
All right. Are you mostly like the classic animal cracker or like the chocolate or the frosted ones?
Classic. I actually don't like the frosted ones.
Really?
Yeah. What about you? I mean, do you like...
I'm very neutral on them. I'll dabble if they're around. I don't often reach for them. I feel like the ones that we have at our place, Callie really likes the frosted ones, so we have those more often, but even still, we don't have them a whole lot. I mean, growing up, animal crackers was a thing that like my grandparents always had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of.
Definitely.
And they had them in bulk, which we'll get to, but I don't know. I mean,
I'm kind of excited. Like, I keep smiling because I'm excited to tell my story eventually.
Do you need to tell it first?
No. We need to. I can't start it off like this because then everybody will leave.
Well, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Do you want to open up and see what's going on?
I'll open it up. It's good to see that the box is still like really cool.
Yeah. So we actually talked about the box a little bit. It's gone through some changes, but
I like it.
But actually, it was just the bag of the frosted ones at the store that I picked these up at, and there was a bunch of these little boxes.
A little easier to open than the Cracker Jack. What?
Yeah. Well, Cracker Jack had me on the ropes. I'm not gonna lie.
Had us both on the ropes. Spoke too soon.
Well,
just kidding. Let's see what I got.
What you got?
This one looks most similar.
There's more. Those are just the ones that they showed.
Oh, okay. This looks like some type of tiger.
A tiger?
Maybe not.
Let me get down on one of these ACs.
AC's little animal cracker. Oh, this is a lion for sure, but he's missing a leg. It's unfortunate.
Oh yeah, I got a nice little elephant. I'm a big fan of elephants. So. Anyway, well, I'm gonna snack on this elephant, and then we can get into this little pachyderm.
There you go.
Give me a little bite of this pachyderm, and then I'll jump into it. Unless you got something.
No, not yet.
You sure?
People aren't ready yet.
I feel like I need milk.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful segue into my.
You ready to tell it?
My story. No.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna stop like every few.
Okay. It does kind of ball up in your mouth a little bit.
Oh yeah. All right. So the first animal-shaped crackers to enter the playing field of animal-shaped snacks here in America comes to us from Mother England.
Okay.
I'm only like 6% English according to 23andMe, so
that's it.
It's a bold statement to call her Mother England, but you?
25.
You ready to tell a story?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So it comes to us from England in the late 19th century. And from there, the demand for these little fun-shaped snacks just continued to grow until the bakers and bakeries down here just decided they would do it themselves instead of importing them. They also called them animal biscuits over there. That's the term our English brothers used, and sisters probably. The Stauffer Biscuit Company out of York, Pennsylvania, produced their first batch in 1871, and they still use the same recipe today in their animal crackers. And Stauffer is now actually owned by the Meije Company.
Oh, okay. So what was the year? 1861?
1871.
71. Damn, still the same recipe.
So this is, we kind of start diving into like the most popular brand, which is what I got. But this is kind of just starting off across the board because animal crackers are the name of the snack, not a brand. There's not a brand that's just like patented animal cracker. Meanwhile, same time frame, around 1871, I'm going to go ahead and assume from everything I read that the Stauffer Biscuit Company was the first one to document producing it, but they were all around the same time because everything I read always started, like they were always name dropped.
Okay,
as,
got it.
You know, the first batch made here, whatever. So meanwhile, around the same time, the many, and we'll get into it, predecessors of the National Biscuit Company, which eventually becomes what we know as Nabisco, which is what this brand is, and also like Chips Ahoy and whatever. They began making them around the same time. The National Biscuit Company was created on the backs of 40-something bakeries that were bought up by 3 different guys.
It's big money.
That it is. The 3 guys are William H. Moore, Adolphus Green, and John G. Zeller.
Adolphus Green is a hell of a name.
This is a cool name. You ready to tell a story?
No.
Oh, he thought about it. I thought we got him. I thought we had him.
I was close. Right.
William acquired a bakery in Massachusetts and then quickly acquired 6 more in the area, and he formed the New York Biscuit Company in 1889. His friend Adolphus, our buddy, his friend and our friend, started the American Biscuit and Manufacturing Company in 1890 after acquiring 40 bakeries. They eventually teamed up with John Zeller, who founded the Richmond Steam Bakery, and together they created the National Biscuit Company in 1898.
I can't imagine somebody having 40 bakeries.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever visited 40 bakeries.
I don't know if I've visited 10 bakeries.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know, maybe, but
yeah, maybe.
It's a hell of a run. I don't know.
Yeah, like how do you get involved in something like that?
Anyway, the animal crackers were made and distributed under the National Biscuit Company, this big, like, Pangea of bakeries, apparently. And it was just called the National Biscuit Company's Animal Crackers from 1898 until 1902. The animal crackers were officially named Barnum's Animals.
Okay.
They still weren't called animal crackers, Barnum's Animals. And they kind of found a loophole because the usage of Barnum in it kind of just refers to P.T. Barnum and not the actual circus. The
Yeah.
Barnum and Bailey's.
Yeah.
Nabisco doesn't have to pay any licensing fees to the Ringling Brothers and the circus company. They kind of like ceased operations. I don't know if they even still technically a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of just got away with it, which I think is kind of cool. And this is the kind of the familiar one. I feel like when you think of animal crackers, you picture this box or some form of this box in your head.
So they don't have to pay anything?
No.
That's crazy. I always just assumed that they were paying some type of licensing or something.
I think whoever figured out that they could get away with it should have gotten a promotion because that's huge.
That's wild.
And then not anymore, and we'll get into it, but for a long time it was very circus themed.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like, people just
assumed
it was an astronomical marketing move.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, so this box that we were kind of just talking about for a long time was a circus themed box, and it was originally designed in 1902, but only for the Christmas season. And it used to have an attached string that you would use, and it'd be an ornament. That's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
They had some big brain moves happening over there for the
big marketing team over there at Barnum's. Just kidding.
Yeah, the people at the Ringling Brothers. I didn't see anything, but I'm curious if they ever tried to be like, "Hey, stop."
They had to have had some dirt on them or something to just be like blackmail them into not saying anything if they didn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clearly, there was a lot of dirt to be had. So,
I mean, I would imagine they sold animal crackers at the circus, so they probably made a shit ton of money on it also. So.
That would make sense, yeah.
You want to tell your story?
No, not yet.
All right. So anyway, up until this box from 98 to 02, they weren't sold. They were sold in bulk in large tins that were often called Cracker Barrels.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me either. The small box sold for 5 cents at the time of release. And as we can see, they're still sold today. But, like I said, they did go through some changes. For a long time, it stayed very consistent. It recently went through some changes. 53 different animals have been represented by this particular brand since the creation in 1902, with the most recent addition being the koala in September of 2002. And that was to celebrate their 100th anniversary.
I was eyeing the little picture of the koala cracker on there, on the back of that
on the
box.
back, yeah. So I think each box technically should have, and I guess we've already eaten 5 or 6, so maybe we shouldn't have, but it has 22 crackers in it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more, it says on the back of the box, but there's more than just like 5 or 6 pictured.
Right, yeah. It just gives you like a little picture of what could possibly be in here.
So the koala also, they had a voting, 2002, they let consumers vote, and it beat out the penguin, the walrus, and the cobra.
The koala did.
The koala did.
Cobra would be wild.
Is cobra? I was going to ask, who would you have voted for if you were?
I don't know. I mean, cobra seems...
So I think there are some brands that have some type of cobra. I can picture it in my mind.
Sorry, I'm deep in this. This hippo looks great.
So you see there's a little, it looks like it has a little belly button?
I guess.
Like a little dimple?
Yeah.
That has something to do with they should all have like a little dimple in it, and that helps with the baking process. All right, so in 1948, the company changed the product name and added, just all they did was they went from Barnum's Animals to officially adding the word crackers to it. So in 1948, it officially became Barnum's Animal Crackers.
Okay. So a significant amount of time since they were named Barnum's Animals.
Yes. In 1958, production methods got an upgrade, and it greatly improved the details in each cookie. So before that...
I hate to see what they look like before.
Before that, it was just a crude outline, kind of. And I think they added like rotary dies that help engrave some of the detail.
Use your imagination on the before ones.
Yeah. Well, we can try and find a picture. We could just go to like a local preschool and have somebody like...
Put a picture of a chocolate chip cookie up there, but on the box you just put these animals inside.
Now, to your point, though, it doesn't seem like they've been upgraded since 1958.
Yeah, no, ain't no way there's been an upgrade since then.
Even still, today more than 40 million boxes of Barnum's Animal Crackers are sold each year worldwide. And that's not including the other brands. There's other brands of it that are doing great as well. Because, again, this was on what is arguably the most popular brand. And now we get to the box. So as you can see, they've got some free animals on here, huh? Yeah. They're not caged up. Like Pinocchio, no strings on them.
No strings.
In August of 2018, Mondelez,
yep.
International, which is the parent company of Nabisco, released the new design for its Barnum Animal Crackers boxes in the United States, showing the animals freed from their circus boxcar cages, 1 year after the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus stopped touring. And this was done after pressure from PETA to change it.
Of course, yeah. So the box design previous had them in a cage?
The box design previous, and it'll be up, but it was a box car, and it had
like the typical circus box car, okay.
And I believe the wheels extended under, and I think you could...
Of the box.
You could perforate it and fold them out. So
that's what I was remembering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, look, I get it. I mean, circus are notoriously shitty to the way they treat animals.
Yeah, this is not a bad redesign.
It's not a bad redesign, but there's that nostalgia feel to that little circus box, though.
Absolutely.
And that's, as we talked about, it hasn't had that much change.
Yeah, that's actually crazy since the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that I don't know that it needs it. There's a brand, I believe, out of Europe somewhere that is known for doing the chocolate backing.
Okay.
It's the animal cracker, and then it has a chocolate coating on the back. There's the
obvious frosted ones that we mentioned.
The frosted ones, and they have like the little sprinkles. I mean, there's off-brand animal crackers. Like I said, in my mind, someone mentions animal crackers, this is what I picture.
Yeah, you're thinking Barnum's, which I am as well. I mean,
and I feel like that's the most popular. Animal cracker is the name of the snack, not a brand. Nobody has like a...
Okay.
So... That kind of leads us to where we are. Can we hear the story now?
Yeah. I'm just looking at the nutrition facts.
Yeah. Looking pretty good. Good source of calcium is what the front tells me.
12 crackers is...
12 calories?
12 crackers is 140 calories.
How much protein we got on here?
2 grams per serving.
Oof.
And as far as your good source of calcium, it's 10% per serving of your daily value.
Did I make it up, or does it say something about calcium?
It does say good source of calcium right there on the front. Yeah. All right, you want to hear my little story?
I do want to hear.
I feel like it's been hyped up a little too much, but I'll say it.
Let me see what I get.
So, I want to say when I was younger, but it was when I was...
what the fuck is this shit?
It was when I was in high school. I was staying at a friend's house, and you know those variety pack of cereals that would come in like the small boxes
of cereal.
Yeah,
like the single serve.
Yeah, like you could get a different type. Well, I woke up one morning before everybody, and I typically would go and I would eat cereal when I would stay there.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the pantry, and I saw this exact box designed differently, obviously, like we mentioned.
It was pre 2018.
Yeah, but they had a bunch of them. They must have bought like a big thing at
Big animal cracker
Sam's
family.
or Costco or something. I had never seen them in the house before.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a cereal. So I took one and I dumped it in the bowl, and I was like, this isn't a lot. And I was like, this also seems like really big for a spoon. But I didn't really question it. I didn't.
It probably wasn't bad.
I hadn't had animal crackers in years. So like I didn't even think it was something different. So I added 3 more boxes
Jeez.
to the bowl to fill it up.
So you had 30% calcium for the day. Plus the milk. I mean, you were probably
Yeah. So it was a massive amount of animal crackers. But the thing about animal crackers is when you eat it like a cereal, they disintegrate in about 10 seconds.
A quality product like this.
Those things, they hold their shape, but they turn to mush.
They probably don't look that much different.
I know. You picture me with a bowl of 3 boxes of animal crackers.
You look like you're eating porridge.
Exactly. Poured my milk in there.
Goldilocks right now.
And when I realized how fast it turned to mush, your boy turned into a speed eater. I was trying to eat them before that, so they would have a little bit of crunch left to
Did
them.
anyone walk in and see you doing this?
No, I was just awake.
Oh.
But they did ask, like, why...
What happened to all the animal crackers?
Why there's 3 boxes of animal crackers gone? And I was like, oh, I thought that was like a new cereal.
Yeah.
And I got roasted a little bit, but that rightfully so. I mean,
taste wise though, it probably wasn't terrible. I mean,
no,
it's
it wasn't.
Cookies and milk.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I mean, it's mushy cookies, I guess. But
yeah, it's all a speed thing. Like you got to just go quick, or maybe just 1 box and you could eat it like a regular human. But
no, you want 30% calcium for the day.
Yeah,
plus 6 grams protein.
That's my underwhelming animal cracker story.
Do you remember? I don't know. It was probably some off-brand, but they had it was a plastic jug, and I believe it was shaped like a bear with a red top. Yeah. That's what my grandparents always had.
I was about to say that was at my grandparents' house. Yeah.
So I think of the circus box, and the little jug. This is actually the first time I pay attention to the box in years, so I didn't even realize they had changed it.
Yeah, me too. The last time, like I said, was that time that I had that cereal. Outside of maybe like a handful of the different brand at my grandparents when they would have them. Before then, I'm sure I had them when I was little. Right. But never gonna grab animal crackers.
Yeah, in honor of animal crackers, I got some animal. They got zebra. We got zebra. They got them on the box. I got the zebra socks.
Yeah, shout out.
Rating out of 10?
Keeping in mind that we gave Cracker Jack 6.2 and 6.3 respectively, I'm going to go 4.2 for me.
Yeah. It's in a similar area. I mean, a 4.2 is a solid rating. They're not bad. They're obviously not bad, but they're not something I'm ever like, God, let me get some animal crackers.
But if they're disintegrating in milk,
up or down?
4.4. Because you got that adrenaline running through you.
You gotta get it. Yeah. No. I'd say I'll try it out, but I probably won't. Won't.
Don't try it out.
All right, I'm gonna do one more before we end this, and let's see what we get here.
Okay.
So I think the last one I was confused, but I think it was a camel. Kind of looked like a boa constrictor.
Cobra.
Well, unfortunately not. But it kind of looked like when they have pictures of sea serpents and they're like this.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of the shape that camel was.
I kind of think the knockoff brand that we're mentioning, the one that's in the teddy bear jar, the one that's in the jar, they have better outline of animals. Like you can clearly tell what the animal is.
I mean, I want to agree with you, but I don't know. I don't remember. In my mind, they have always kind of looked like shit.
Well, yeah, but
and
these
that was part of the allure almost.
These seem too shitty.
I don't know what this is. Do you know what this is?
Kangaroo, maybe?
Oh, maybe I broke it when it fell. I will do another one. Hold on.
Like, you haven't changed since 1950. Can we get a little update?
What do you think? There's a bulldog?
Man,
What's
that
going
looks
on?
like shit. Why is it looking at me like that? There gotta be a polar bear.
You know what? Like I said, I think in a weird way, the goofiness and the shittiness of it is almost endearing.
Adds to the appeal a little bit.
But I do kind of wish I could tell what they were.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like if you're sharing animal crackers, somebody pulls one. Oh, what you got? I don't know. Good luck.
A bulldog.
I got an animal.
I got a camel or a boa constrictor.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Which is wild. Imagine in the wild, you come across and you're like, what is it? Like,
it's one of two things.
All right.
A camel or a boa constrictor. That's the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm calling for a manufacturing upgrade.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Nabisco was watching. Look at the point.
Yeah.
Also, add another animal.
Let us pick.
What did I say? 53, 54 animals, something like that? Go up. Yeah. What would you pick?
I'm going to say one that's already in there because I don't know the list, but.
Yeah. I probably should have wrote the list down. What about seahorse? That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be a cool one.
Maybe I did see the frosted bag.
Mm-hmm.
Did have like a mythical animal pack.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like a unicorn and dragon, maybe.
I was thinking like maybe like a swordfish.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a flea. Maybe not.
Oh man, I don't want to see a flea in that box, dude.
All right. Well,
they just make the cracker like really small. They should actually make them life size.
Maybe I could have figured out if that was a camel or a.
Give me a blue whale.
Yeah. Nowhere to go now.
That's it. That's all we got.
Imagine purchasing the box and you have anything from a little fucking box like this with a flea to a like 100-foot box for the blue whale, and you're like, I wonder what I got. It'd be wild if you open that big box and it's just one little cracker. No, I mean, it wasn't. I thought it was an interesting history.
Mm-hmm. I always like these because I don't know anything about them.
Same. And I guess I could have like done a deep dive into each brand, but there's so many brands for animal crackers that I figured people don't want to listen to a 6-hour
Well, video. I think you picked the right one because like we mentioned, I think when people say animal crackers, that's the brand that they think of. I mean, if you want us to dive into different ones, just let us know. We can get into some other brands too. But in my mind, when people say animal crackers, I'm thinking of Barnum's.
Yep.
So I mean, good history. You got anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, that's it for the history of animal crackers. We appreciate you watching and listening wherever you do so. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. That helps us out a lot. And until next time, we will... What are we going to do? Nothing?
What am I going to do until next time? Mm-hmm. Man, I'll probably do some jumping.
Okay. Until next time, we'll be jumping.
Just trying to get my vertical up.
Okay, perfect. Until next time, we're going to work on our vertical leap, and we will see you then.
See ya.